Hello again. Welcome to my YouTube channel Programming with Debabrata. We are learning Python and today's class is on data structure in Python. Mainly we shall learn about the lists. So before that, what is data structure in Python? Organizing, managing and storing data is important as it enables easier access and efficient modifications. Data structures allows us to organize our data in such a way that enables us to store collection of data, relate them and perform operations on them accordingly. So the data structure in Python is some basic thing in Python. We shall learn that. Now the data structure may be subdivided as this chart. So data structure in Python, built-in data structures, there are 4 types: list, dictionary, tuple and set, and user-defined data structures that may be stack, queue, tree, listed link, graph, hash map, etc. Now we come to data structure in Python, that is built-in data structures, and these are lists, tuple, set, dictionary and another one that is string. In this class we shall elaborate the list, and in subsequent other classes we shall elaborate other data structures in Python. So list in Python. List is an iterable object in Python. It is a collection of number, strings or any other items separated by a comma and put inside brackets, or in general you may call it third bracket. A list is mutable, that is one can alter the list. A list is a data structure in Python that is an ordered sequence of items and is changeable. For example, if we show that A is a list, here you can input A as this, start it with a bracket, then give the elements separated by comma. If that is string, then you have to give it inside the commas and end it with the ending bracket. Now suppose here I calling the IPython and putting a list. A is equal to, suppose giving that 1, 2, then apple, some string, then 6 and 7. Just give enter and A. So A is 1, 2, apple, 6 and 7. This is the list in Python. Now if we try some other examples, suppose we are assigning A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it's a list of numbers, and type, we want to check the type A, then it shows it just a list. Then we can give another list, suppose B, some names, suppose Ram, Sam, Anil, etc. Then B is a list of strings and the strings are Ram, Sam, Anil, etc. Now in another we can input some list like this, some special characters. C is equal to suppose 11, and inside that another list 2, 3 and some words and some special characters, suppose star, @ etc. Then C is also a list. You may check the type of C, that is list. In this way we can just input list values to some variables. Here A, B, C are variables. Now we can convert anything to list. Not all strings may be converted to lists in easy way. For that we have to use the function list, as you can see here, the list function. So just type list and parenthesis and input. It creates an empty list. You can see here that two brackets and there is nothing. Suppose we assign x as a, b, c, d, e, f, etc. and we want to convert it to some list. Then just use the function list and x. Then you can get that the elements a, b, c, d, e, f are separated and stored as list in Python. Suppose we give another y is equal to strings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and list y. Then we can check that these are converted to strings. Actually, list converts strings to some list in Python. But if we consider a is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and give the list operation, list suppose small a, then there must be some error because integer objects are not iterable. Check, it is showing the type error. Type error is integer object is not iterable. So we cannot convert integers to list objects in this way. Now suppose we are given some list in Python, then there are some index and it must be kept in mind. Suppose we give a is equal to, as the table shown in here, 10, 22, 33, minus 5, 50 and 100. A is equal to 10, 22, 33, minus 5, 50 and 100. Now a 10, 22, 33, minus 5, 50 and 100. The positions of these items are indexed in Python and the indexing starts from 0. So the first element's position index is 0, second one is 1, third one is 2, fourth one is 3, fifth one is 4th and 5 in this way. If we come from the right side, then the rightmost element or the end element starts with minus 1. Then if we come to left side, then it comes to minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. This is very important. This is very necessary in Python for many operations. Suppose we want to check what is in the position of a 0. So we have to just type in the third bracket or bracket a 0, then it will show 10. It shows 10. Then a 2. A2 means this one is 0, 1, 2, that is 33, 33 it is showing. Now if we want to see there is a large list and we want to check what is at the last of the list, then we can just feed minus 1. This will give the end element or the last element of the list. So here it is 100. The before element 50. In this way we can index a list and it is very efficient way. The positions are very okay. Then we can apply several operations with this list. One of the most prominent operation is list slicing. So if we want to take a portion or take out a part of a list without changing it, we use slice. It is done through indexing. Mainly, if we consider the thing, then this one is the command we shall use to slice a list. Suppose there is A is a list, and A, this one is the starting, this one is the stop, and with it the step size. So these all are separated by colons. Suppose we have some A value, that is A is equal to a list of 2, 3.5, 4, 6, 10, 23 and 34, and we want to take or print the item or take out the part from the index 1 to 3 with a step size of 1, then we have to give the command start, that is 1, stop must be 1 greater. So if we want up to 3, then we have to give 4 and the step size here. So let us check it in the IPython. So A is equal to, suppose 2, 3.5, 4, 6, 10, 23 and 34. Sorry, these must be commas, not dot, so it is giving error. A is equal to this. Now we want to take out index 1, 2 and 3, this portion of the list. So we have to give the slicing A, starting it from 1, index 1, and stopping it at 4, that is what we want 3, we have to n plus 1, and with a step size 1. So this is the indices of the elements we want. So it is showing 3, 4 and 6. Suppose we want to get 4, 6, 10 and 20, then what you have to do? 4, 6, 10 and 23, then we have to input A. It starts from 0, 1 and 2, so 2, 3, 4, 5, then we have to give 6 with a step size of 1, then we can get 4, 6, 10, 23. If we don't give the last part step, then by default it will take the step size as 1. So suppose A 3 to 6, suppose 6, and we don't give any step size, then by default it will take the step size as 1. So if we give 3, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, so we shall get 6 to 23 by this command, 6 to 23. In this way you can do slicing. If we don't provide the start and only give the stop, then it will start indexing by default from 0 with a step size of 1. So what will happen? If we want to print up to 10 from 0, then we can just give the stop. So here 2 is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if we want to take up to 2 to 10, then we have to just input as A 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I shall get up to 10, and if I enter this, then we can get, you check, 2, 3.5, 4, 6 and 10. If we want to print from some starting step anything that be up to the last of the list, then we have to just input only the start and colon. suppose we want to print from 4 to 34, then this is 0, 1 and 2, then we have to give it from 2 colon, and don't give any stop. This will print up to the end of the list. You can check that 4, 6, 10, 23 and 34. So the most important thing in list slicing, you have to keep in mind that A, start, stop and step. By this way you can take out any part without changing A as you require. So if we check what is the value of A, then you can see that A is unaltered, but we have just done some slicing in A to take out some part of A. Now there are several built-in functions in list. I shall show that. One of the built-in function is length, that is length any name of the list, then it will show the length of the list, that means how many elements are there. So suppose we have, just check it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So length of A is 7. A is equal to length, don't give A, that is length A, it shows 7. If we want to check what is the sum, suppose open a calculator and check what is the sum. 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 6, 10, 23 and 34. So 82.5. Now check, we can just use the sum function, sum A. It shows the sum of the elements. We can find the maximum element here. For that we have to provide max A, and it is showing 34 is the maximum number used here. Minimum number, min A, it shows 2. And if we want to sort it, then we have to use the function sorted. So sorted, it just sorts from in the ascending order. If we want to sort the list, then we have to use the function sorted. So sorted A, it just sorts in the ascending order. You can check it. A is equal to 2, 3.5, 4, 6, 10, 23 and 34. Just give another list. A is equal to 1, 5, 2, 8, 3, 10, suppose this, and A is equal to this, sorted A, it sorts. But if you check that A is not changed, the sorted just sorts in the ascending order. If we want to sort it in the descending order, then we have to use sorted A, and we have to write reverse is equal to true. Then you can get the descending order, sorting by descending order, but A remains unchanged. So these are some built-in functions in Python. There are some fascinating methods in Python list, that means some concatenation you may do there, multiplication there. So suppose A is equal to 1 and 2 and B is equal to some words, suppose some strings. Anil and Anjan. Then A plus B, it actually concatenates these and you get 1, 2, Anil and Anjan. So if we assign C is equal to A plus B, then C is a new list with these. You can obtain the index, obtain the element by index. If we put 1, then we can get 2. You can slice it, C suppose 1 to 4, then you can get 2 and Anil and Anjan, obviously up to 3 it will go. So in this way you can concatenate, you can just multiply a list, suppose 3 into A, then you get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 and you just increase it 2 into A suppose plus 2 into B, then you shall get something like that, 2 times A, 1, 2, 1, 2 and 2 times B, Anjan, Anil, Anjan. In this way you can do some list methods for your operation. Next we come another list method, that is index. Just use the index command. By index method we can find the location of an item in the list. We have A is equal to 1 to 2, give some A value to suppose this, A is equal to 1, 5, 2, 8, 3 and 10. If we want to see the index of 2, then you can just say it 0, 1, 2 or suppose 8, then the index of 8 is 3. If we want it, then we have to write or use the index function a dot index and we have to give the element 8, a dot index 8, then it shows 3. Suppose we have another, we used it this, so B is this, so we want to see the position or the index of Sam, then we have to give B dot index and inside the strings Sam. It shows it is 1, it is obvious this one is 0 position, this one is 1 position, and if we give some absurd name, suppose Nikita, then it is not in the list, so it must show some error and it shows value error, Nikita is not in the list. In this way we have given A is equal to this. Now if we want to check the position of maximum or the index of the maximum, then we have to give A dot index max A. So max A is here 10, you can see, and the position is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and it will show it is 5. In this way you can check the minimum position, just change it to minimum position, and minimum position here is 0, that is 1, so 0. In this way we can do the indexing in list. For watching, I shall come with other data structures in Python very soon. Thank you very much.